My name is Tamara Clark. I am 37 years old. I am a single mom of three sons, 19, 10, and 6. I moved back here about 5 years ago. Fort Wayne is a place you come to piece your life together until you figure out what is you want to do, where you want to go. I like it. It's quiet. Cost of living is cheap. I don't want to spend forever here, but that's what got me here. And I'm a server, a career server. I'm great at it. I love it. It's my favorite thing to do on earth. It's funny how life works. Life is hard and complicated, and this year has been the craziest thing I've ever witnessed. But aside from the pandemic and whatnot, on a personal level, it's been insane. I went through a breakup, you lose your teeth, all at 37. It was just a really rough year. Christmas morning, 7:30 in the morning, my two front ones broke in half. On Christmas Day. Now my kids are still asleep. I'm in the bathroom crying my eyeballs out. My boyfriend is in the bed asleep. I put on a mask. They noticed I was kind of down, but nobody didn't think anything of it. I couldn't get into the dentist till January 7th. And when I went, there was nothing he could do but pull them all out, which I think I almost walked into traffic when I left. Like, I could, oh my God, I can't even tell you. I don't think I understood how I was gonna feel after that. I did not know. I did not know. Coming out of there like that, you feel like you just lost yourself. I could not look in the mirror. I could not come home and look at this man here. I couldn't look at my kids. I couldn't let them look at me. And I'm a server. This is what I do. Whew. The pandemic saved my life, I swear. Because other than that, I have no idea. Because I was dark for a while in my head, dark. Just the warmness of them both.
So it was like last summer, 2019, one of those days where, of course, as always, let's go out for dinner.
So it was the Bradley Hotel. Everyone was talking about the new restaurant, so I talked them into going, and that's where we met Tammy.
It's close to closing time. I am breaking down my outside area because I only have one table left and I just cashed them out and I'm waiting on them to get out so I can go home. They were smiling. Okay, now it's 9:40 at night and I'm ready to go, but it's funny, a smile can be so infectious. That restaurant, I feel like everybody should experience it. And it was their first time there. It was a good moment. The night goes on. They order appetizers, dinner. We're way past closed. Nobody cares though. Like, it was so cool.
We had our food, drinks, and somewhere along the way, I think Coast noticed.
So her mask started falling down when she was talking, and we got a glimpse of her smile. I asked her if she had any teeth in her mouth, and she said they were pulled, and she had nothing.
But I don't think I understood at that moment because I think part of me was still embarrassed, part of me was still shell shocked. I was feeling a lot of things, but her sincerity is different. I had never seen that on somebody before, and I think for the first time it softened me. I actually answered the question. She's like, oh, it's okay. She's like, this is what we do. That's what he does. Never broke her gaze. She was still just warm. It was just real cool.
We were discussing it, and I asked him if he would be willing to fix her smile. And he said,
No question.
Yep, I'll
No
do
question.
it. I'll fix her smile. So I asked her if she wanted her smile fixed, just because you have to tiptoe into that, just because it's very sensitive. And she said yes. And literally, she walked out. And when she came in, her eyes were red. And she's like, oh my gosh, you guys are such a blessing. Just the odds of us going to this restaurant, we've only been there once that day, last summer,
Yep.
and meeting her and changing her smile.
She put her number in my phone. He's writing on his business card. He said, call and make an appointment and come and see us. Guess she text me and let me know. I called and made the appointment. Walked in the door. It's not just him. It's everybody that comes in contact with them. I have yet to meet a person around them that does not have the biggest hearts ever. I went back in the room, the assistant that came in, same way. Just infectious, great people. And this is not just a job, this is a lifestyle choice for them. And it just reminded me, oh my God, God made great people. And sometimes you forget how good people are, and he comes in the room and he's smiling as soon as he walked in the room. Smile is infectious. As soon as he walked in, it immediately makes you smile. We did all the x-rays, the scans, he looked at everything, and my situation was a bad situation up in here. I don't think I understood what he did. I'd been to a dentist before. There's dentist and then there's Dr. Luga, okay? This is two total different ball games, two total different levels of state-of-the-art crazy. I didn't understand fully what I was getting. He was showing me all this stuff. He said, I figured out what I'm gonna do and I'm gonna try. He wasn't sure if he could pull it off because, my gums had already healed, and so they're small. And he wasn't sure what he could do, but he was going to try. And he said, don't worry about nothing. Nobody wants to be anybody's charity case, but this is a gift of a lifetime. Something that it doesn't just change my smile, it changes me. I cried. I think that's the thing with them. They smile all the time. I've been crying ever since I met them. The most shocking thing probably ever.
We do a lot of pro bono cases, people who, for one reason or another, needs a break. But this was just a little different. First of all, you're talking about fixing the entire mouth. No, this is not some easy, straightforward stuff. But I can tell you, there was not much of a hesitation. It happened so quickly, it happened so naturally. I'm glad it happened because it's a blessing knowing Tamara, I can tell you that. Some things are just meant to happen. Sometimes God sends you somewhere you don't expect. And I think this was just one of those days. And next thing you know, it was like, you know what? Call the office, schedule it. Let's do this. Let's fix your smile. And she called the office the very next day. And then from there, we just did the usual. And the rest is history. She's got the smile.
Everybody was more or less happy to see me smile, so to speak. I think that's really all I've been hearing, which weirdly makes me mad, but that's kind of all I've been hearing is, oh, smile, how it feel when you smile? But everybody's been more or less, I think, happy to see me happy. As the swelling wore down, you feel your confidence coming back. You actually feel yourself smile and not hide it. And watching my grandmother or my dad notice that, it was kind of cool. Watching my kids notice that, it was kind of cool. You could see it on their faces, and they were kind enough to not make it weird and awkward. So going through this process and building myself back up was phenomenal. Getting back used to that, it made a huge difference. And when you feel good about yourself, that was a big deal. It made me happier as a person, which in turn translated into me being a better mom, me being a better daughter, me being a better sister, me being a better server, me being a better person. Things you take for granted and you don't know how it's gonna affect you. And then when you get that back, it's like, okay. So that's been a big deal. They feel normal. They feel smaller. Like, I don't have to fit my mouth around them and make my mouth close. These are lighter. The temporary ones are heavier. They feel heavy. These don't feel like that. It feel like normal. It's just normal. I don't know what a set of teeth feels like, but it just fits. And I didn't expect that. I'm real. I feel like a unicorn.
This whole experience would have not been possible if it was not for several partnerships. Absolute Dental, they stepped up to actually help us with the teeth. BioHorizons, with Mr. Damon McFarland, a good friend of mine. Our staff, all the way from the front to the clinical staff. It would have not been possible with every single person that has participated in this whole thing. So we are forever grateful, but we know this is a team effort. So thank you.
I would say this to every person. You never know who somebody is. And how you treat people in this world can make all the difference. I had no idea who he was or what he was capable of doing, him or his wife. And a chance encounter. I'm a server at a restaurant, they're customers. Who you are and what you do, it makes a difference, even down to the smallest of things, because you never know what God has waiting right around the corner for you, what He has waiting down the street for you. And you just never know who somebody is. So don't be so quick to be dismissive. Don't be so quick to be rude. And always remember what you put out here in this world, that's what comes back. I knew I did something right. Somewhere I was like, you just don't encounter that on a regular basis. Like, I had to have done something right to run into that.